All right, hey friends, welcome back to Not Your College Life with Lisa Beals. This is episode number 57. I am your host, Lisa Beals, your Midwestern mom, college administrator, who's done the college thing myself, put a couple kids through school, and realized that universities and administrators like myself, we don't make it easy on parents and students. We don't give you the handbook with all of the instructions and all of the deadlines and all of the definition of terms in the back of the book. We don't do that. No, we make it hard for you. So I am here to bridge that gap for you, Mom, so that you can help your student figure out all the deadlines and the languages and what needs done when and who to go to for what, so that you can instead refocus your attention on developing that young person into a self-sufficient, productive adult. And then you can just transition on into empty nester syndrome. Okay, so in this week's episode, I am talking about spring break, or not. This is 2021, and if your student goes to the university that still has spring break on the books, high five. Good for them. I don't know what they're going to do with it. Things are getting a little bit better, right? Many spring breaks are traditionally coming up within the early to mid-March window. So, there's still maybe time to plan something, but chances are your student's going to have to quarantine when they come back after being wherever they are, assuming they can get back to campus from a spring break trip. So what I wanted to share with you in this episode is what can you offer your student to still allow them to recharge and to fill their cup, because that's the intent, I think, the motivation behind the university to offer those days off. Most of them transitioned, they swapped out that 1 week consecutive days off for, I think they sprinkled 3 or 4, quote, reading days or wellness days throughout the semester as standalones, with the idea that if I didn't give you a Monday or a Friday or multiple days in a row, the chances of a student taking off and going somewhere and exposing themselves and then bringing it back, hopefully has been mitigated to some degree. That's the mindset behind the university. I'm going to give you your day off to kind of recoup and rejuvenate, but I'm going to make sure that I'm not giving you a long weekend or 2 or 3 days in a row that might give you an opportunity to maybe head it down in Cancun for a long weekend and bring some nonsense back. So I did some research. If you go to my Pinterest page, you'll see all the things that I pinned. Good ideas, funny ideas, nonetheless. But there is something to say about filling your cup, taking some time to just decompress, right? And as we're approaching the middle of the semester, once we hit that halfway point, things just start snowballing. And if your student has projects, they're going to start mounting. There might be presentations. It's going to get really, really busy. So I'm going to tell you, you can listen to me or not. You're a grown up, right? But I'm going to suggest that you offer these ideas to your student. Heck, Mom, it's probably a good idea for you to consider some of these for yourself. You can't pour from an empty cup. So take it, if this is meant to be speaking to you and not just your student, trust your gut and do something about it. Okay. So the first suggestion is a spacation. It's like a staycation, vacation, a spacation. It's go schedule a treatment. Either do it for yourself or schedule it as a gift for your student, right? They're saving you some money, quote, maybe they're saving you some money by not going on a trip. Regardless, schedule a spacation, manicure, pedicure, a massage, a full body massage, just a back massage, hands. Man, My niece is going through massage therapy school, and I had her, I let her practice on me 1 hour back massage, shoulders, neck, back. I felt like a new person. I felt like a new person. And with nothing to do but just take in that massage, can I just tell you the creativity and the ideas that generated in my brain during that time? I should have had a voice recorder available so that I could have just made notes when those brilliant ideas. Isn't that what happens? You're driving and you don't have a pen and the paper, or you're in the shower and the great ideas come to you. And you got nothing to write them down. So, a spacation. Consider it. Get some reviews. Get it on the books. I think it'd make a huge difference. Okay, this one was a creative one. You could, it will be a challenge if your student is an introvert, but if your student is an extrovert, I think they would just go crazy with this. There was an idea to have them with their residence hall or their sorority or fraternity to host a theme park kind of thing. Now, they're going to want to be careful to get approvals, right? Because they're going to want to maintain social distancing and not create any drama around gatherings of so many numbers. But they could do it on a small scale and just include people in their hall or on their floor. But it's recreate a theme park. So we kind of did a play on this at the last university I went to. We did every Friday leading up to my boss's retirement, we did a theme. And one theme was Office Olympics. So we had the office chair race in the hallway. We had, if you guys didn't watch The Office, if you didn't watch The Office, you need to check it out. Google it, Office Olympics. We did the office chair race in the hallway. We had the banana in the pantyhose tied around your waist bowling. So you tied the banana in the pantyhose, tied it around your waist, and then you just used your hips to knock the pins down. Hilarious. There's another one where you take reams of paper and you tuck your foot into the plastic strap that holds the lid on, and you try and walk with those heavy reams of paper. What else did we do? There are tons of takes on that. So your students could recreate something similar for their floor or their residence hall. Okay. I liked this one. You could visit, your student or you could visit the city that you're in as if you were a tourist. How cool would that be? And I'm going to tell you, even living in the city for a long time, I'm a lifer where I live, there are still things that I have not seen or done in my city. What a great way to get a fresh outlook. Visit the city you're in as if you were a tourist. How fun would that be? Students, oh, this was a fun one. And I love to do this with my grands. Get some sidewalk chalk and go outside and draw on the sidewalk. Go crazy. Act like a child. Lay in the grass and look up at the clouds and see what kind of shapes that you can find. Do it for half an hour. I'm telling you, it's so freeing. I don't know if that's the right word, but do it. I can't tell you. If you have not looked at the clouds and thought to yourself, what shape is that? What does that look like? Now today I'm looking out the window and it's a blue sky. It's gorgeous out today. Albeit cold, it's a beautiful blue sky. So I could not make cloud shape predictions today. But I think that would be a really fun thing to do. And it's a great way to shift your mindset, your focus. Similarly, go out at night and look at the stars. Hopefully you don't live in a very urban setting, so the city lights detract from that. If you do, see if you can't hop on a bus or bike and go somewhere with a friend, be safe, where you can just sit outside after dark and look at the stars and just take it all in. Hopefully as opposed to cloud shape watching. It's not a cloudy night, so you can see the stars. But what a great thing to do. Just take time to connect with nature. No, these are a couple other good ones. Intentionally get up and watch the sunrise. It's almost an indescribable feeling. It's almost indescribable to be. It's humbling. It's awe-inspiring to watch a beautiful sunrise. Similarly, watch a sunset with no agenda. Leave your phone. Don't take your phone. You don't need to document this for everybody. This is for you. This is for you. Don't take your phone. Or if you do take your phone because you might need to call someone, just have it put away. I want you just to focus on taking it in and appreciating it. Try and use as many descriptors when you're looking at that sunset or sunrise. Tell yourself, describe it. What are the colors? What are the sounds? How long does it take? What else can you do? You can play some mini golf. I call it putt-putt. I don't know if that is supposed to be, if that's a regional term, but I grew up calling it putt-putt. When we go south or to the coast, to the East Coast, they all call it mini golf. I don't know that there's a definitive difference in the two, but I think you get my gist. Putt-putt is fun. You don't have to take it seriously. It's a ball. Find a putt-putt course and go play putt-putt. Here's another one that's fun. Find a recipe and cook it from scratch. How do you do? No pressure. It can suck. I'm the queen. My husband says I'm not a terrible cook. I think I'm a terrible cook because I tend to multitask and then things tend to burn. Or I'm a kind of a improvise. So if it says it needs rice vinegar, I may try regular white vinegar. If it calls for fajita seasoning, I might try Creole seasoning. But if you're going to plan ahead, you can get your recipe, look at your recipe list, and you can order online and have groceries delivered. You can do it with a friend. Heck, at my university over, in the other county, they even have at the co-rec, they have kitchens set up in the co-rec where you can, quote, learn to cook. How fun would that be? Grab a friend, grab a girlfriend, grab a boyfriend, whatever, and cook a meal from scratch. And then tell me about it. How was it? You could even do this too. Mom, sis. Try a new recipe. No pressure on yourself. Do it for fun and see how it is. In fact, I would challenge you once a month. Set a goal once a month to push yourself to actually prepare a meal from scratch with a new recipe. And either you can pick it out or your spouse or another family member can pick it out. I pretty much go to Pinterest or allrecipes.com and I'll throw something new on probably 3 out of 7 nights in the week. Try something new. I just put the protein in that I want to serve and say, give me something new. It's got to be easy. Like I said, I'm not a good cook. And we'll throw it on there. And then I'll ask my husband, so is this a keeper? Do we get rid of it? And he's graciously very honest with me to tell me, yeah, I don't need to have that again. Okay, noted. What else could you do to regroup, to rejuvenate? You could have a PJ day. That's a day you don't get out of your PJs. You eat whatever you want. You could have cookie dough or ice cream or popcorn, whatever. You get to pick what's going to be your food of choice throughout the day. Stay in your PJs, and you can just binge watch that show that you've been wanting. Why not? If that's your goal for the day, you can still check that off. Met that goal. It's got to be something that's no pressure. It's just something that you want to do that's fun and relaxing. Similar to mini golf, some people like the grown-up golf. I enjoy watching it. It can be somewhat stressful for me, though, to keep an eye on the dang ball. I don't know why they don't have GPS in them so you can find wherever you hit it to. But if you enjoy golf, if that's relaxing for you, if your student finds it relaxing, then by all means, they should take a day and go play 18. Splurge and get a cart, or better yet, have them walk it with a little trolley thing for their golf clubs. Have them walk it. Great way to get exercise too. And no rush. Should not be a race. Don't worry about their score. Just go and have fun. This is okay. Another option would be to do an overnight in a hotel, a bed and breakfast. You guys, I have even seen there are I'm doing air quotes here, there are faux castles in the Midwest area, or even depending on where your students at school, have them check out, are there castles? Are there forts? There's, I always want to go to this place. There's glamping, right? Fancy tenting. There is Camp Wada. Hold on. I'm going to find it because I want to go there one day. I want to go to this. Camp Wadawinga. Camp Wadawinga. It's a few, maybe 3 or 4 hours north of where I'm at. They have so much. There's axe throwing and archery and canoeing and hiking. And you can have your accommodations can be a tent, a treehouse, an RV, a cabin, a house. I mean, it's just you pick. So when you go someplace for, they could do this on a Saturday, Sunday. They could, depending on what their class schedule looks like. And if they have one day during the week off, right? If your wellness day is on a Wednesday, you could take off Tuesday at noon, drive up there 2 or 3 hours, have a little getaway. All day Wednesday, you're just out there playing and relaxing and having fun. And then Wednesday night, or early Thursday morning, you're going to check out and drive back home before your 10 o'clock class. You'll be set. Check it out. Glamping. That's on my bucket list. I do want to go glamping. So if any of you have done glamping, let me know. Places you recommend. I got it on my bucket list. And then the last thing, my sister-in-law started this, and I love it. We all look forward to it. And I'm sure this is not a novel idea. So we go to my sister-in-law's house, and your kids could do this at school. You could do it at home. They do an Easter egg hunt. There is a cutoff, right? There's, let's say, 16 and below. And they have those eggs with all kinds of fun stuff in them. And the adults hide those eggs all over in the yard. Each child has their own color they look for to save the tackling and the tears. So each kiddo has their own color. And you fill it with whatever you want. Food, money, knickknacks, tchotchkes from the dollar store, whatever. And then there's the 16 and over. And my sister-in-law is so funny. She makes it so competitive. I don't think, if I remember right, the adults don't have their own color. So we get some of us do get tackled in that. But the kids hide those eggs. So many times my brother-in-law, he's finding the eggs, all summer long when he's mowing and doing yard work. But those eggs, some of them have gift cards in them. Some of them have money in them. Some of them have the little sample bottles of liquor in them. It's fun. It's fun. And who doesn't like to feel like a kid? Who doesn't like it? There you go. All right, you guys, if you have ideas that I need to share, you need to share them. Go over to my Facebook or Instagram account, whichever you're on, and share. What else can you recommend? What have you done as a one-day kind of decompress, fill your cup, reset, recharge, whatever you want to call it? What else could you suggest to someone that could have an impact on their mental health, their physical health, when they only have a day and a half, limited resources to get that done. Okay? All right, so as always, thank you so much. I know your time is precious, and I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful that you take time to spend with me. So thank you very much. Really appreciate it. If you know someone that could benefit from this, do me a favor and forward this episode to them. Share this episode, tag them, and let them know that there might be something here for them. Okay, you guys? Until next time, take care.